Yeah, PBD on the beat. Let's talk about that money, what you keep. $1 million question, ain't it sweet? Valuetainment on the screen, looking so clean. Building up the brand, living out the dream. Then a name drops, Chris Delgado on the scene. Goliath Ventures, man, you know what that means. Ponzi money flowing cash in a bad stream. Tainted dollars making people wanna stream. $1 million, not a small fee. Got the victims asking what about me? Eyes on you, Pat, what's it gonna be? Oh, PBD, where the money at? Gotta give it back, just like that. Is it moral compromise or just a legal trap? Oh, PBD, we're all watching where you're at. You preach the business code. Tell us how to hustle, how to carry the load. But that dirty money's a heavy, heavy road. Silence in the comments, the story's being told. Is that a guilty conscience or a heart that's turned to cold? Future looks expensive and the truth is getting old. $1 million, not a small fee. Got the victims asking what about me? Eyes on you, Pat, what's it gonna be? Oh, PBD, where the money at? Gotta give it back, just like that. Is it moral compromise or just a legal trap? Oh, PBD, we're all watching where you're at.
Just give it back. Just give it back. Just give it back. Hey, just give it back. Hey, just give it back. Hey, just give it back. All right, cool. All right, so let's get into it today. What do we have in the title? Coffeezilla. Coffeezilla has been on another rip. He's catching some more momentum. Let's help him spread the good word. PBD, the long-lasting MLM Dracula powerhouse in the house. He's making headlines once again, thanks to Coffeezilla. Ooh, let's check it out. Or actually, thanks to Mr. Christopher Delgado. Oh my goodness. Make sure you check out last night's live stream. I should have it in the description. If not, I'll have it by the end of the stream. So, all right. So let's check out. So last night we went over how Coffeezilla, let me share this tab, has been covering a 9-figure, a mid to high 9-figure MLM, not MLM, or Ponzi scheme, a 9-figure Ponzi scheme. PBD happened to have been involved, and this happens to be, a good mine for content. So let's check out this good greatness. So here's a follow-up from last night's live stream. So this is new content. This isn't just a reiteration of what happened last night. This is brand new information. All right, so let's check it out. This is a cold call from between Patrick Bet David. I almost did it again. Dude, check out Bet Trick. All right, Patrick Bet David and Coffeezilla. Coffeezilla reached out to the guy. He said, "Hey man, you better get ahead of this delicious content." So PBD knows, his lawyers are probably still screaming at him, "Don't talk to fucking Coffeezilla, man. Don't pull an SBF, bro." But he did, and we called it last night. This is gonna be the end. This is the end. No, Patrick Bet David. It's over for Patrick Bet David. All right, so this is the follow up call between Coffeezilla and Patrick Bet David. All right. We see a comment in the house. Good morning. Happy Friday. Camo Joe's in the house. We got a wrench. Of course, a wrench is the first comment. Shout out to Camo Joe. Camo Joe, share the stream in the Bullzilla Telegram. Actually, I'll do it right now. No, you don't do it. I'll do it. I'll do it myself. All right, let's check out the video.
Hello, quick update. Patrick Bet David reached out to me shortly after I posted saying that he has to apologize. He should address the whole Christopher Delgado situation. That video is here. I uploaded it because I thought it is not going to make sense what we're talking about unless you have that context. He immediately did me say, "Hey, look, I want to call." So I'm posting this video immediately afterwards, unedited, because I want you guys to hear my call with Patrick Bet David. I addressed the apology. You should apologize for taking this guy on, this Ponzi scheme. You promoted it. You'll hear me talk about the $1 million. Say, hey, can you commit right now to getting this money back to the victims of this scheme? And finally,
By the way, if you want to watch that also, I did a live stream on everything he's talking about last night, 11 hours ago on my YouTube channel, or you can check on my X if you don't have a YouTube, or just go on the YouTube channel, look up Samson of LA, subscribe. I have hundreds of live streams. Binge, and like and subscribe and binge and comment and like and like and like and like and like. Help me get the word of Qubic out. Dude, the YouTube algorithm, the YouTube is the largest search engine after Google. Do you guys realize how powerful of a tool that is? With this small, relatively small, but powerful, big niche community. If you leverage that information, if we can get trending on YouTube, YouTube is the largest search engine after Google. Help me get the word on YouTube out. Like the content, subscribe, comment. Even if you don't like it, dislike it, whatever, comment how much you don't like it, whatever. Let YouTube know I exist. All right, anyway. Scoobity doop dop a dop da. Share this tab. Oh, my bad. I forgot to share the tab. Here's the YouTube channel. Samson of LA. Got live streams. Hundreds of live streams. Hundreds of them. Shorts. Got shorts for all the shorts lovers. Because I got all sorts of different sound bites from the live streams. I got short form videos for that ass. With them thumbnails. I got everything for you. Alright, I'm just fucking around. Alright. Help me get the word of Qubic out. Alright, back to the show. Back to young Steven.
he has to say to the people who go to his Vault conference and want answers. Okay, just confirming that I'm recording.
Hold on. Camo Joe said something. He said, I think he will give the money back. Maybe he was scammed too. The promise of the tech was... Camo Joe, no. I hear you. You're being too kind. PBD is no fool. PBD is an MLM guy. That's how he got his startup. That's how he got his come up. MLM. He tried to wash his hands of the MLM stuff. You reap what you sow. Of course, you reap what you sow, dude. Nah, I'm not giving no benefit of no doubt to no PBD. Not me. No, but either way, he has to give the money back, whether he wants to or not. He has to give the money back because even charities are giving the money back. I'm not sure. I think you were tuned in last night. Even charities are gonna have to give the money back. He was already subpoenaed. Watch. Just keep listening, Mr. Camo Joe.
Starting now. This is Patrick Bet David. We're talking about the Vault Conference sponsored the Goliath Ventures. Look, ultimately the big question is this. One, are you returning the $1 million paid to your consulting company back to the receivership, back to the victims?
He has to. And I think Coffeezilla knows that. Whether he does or doesn't, he should know that. The law states he has to. He has to. It's stolen money.
And two, I mean, I think, look, a lot of people got hurt in this. You were the number one, probably, credibility person in this. How does that feel? I mean, are you going to apologize? Are you going to address it, publicly? I think people want to know. People look to you, as this entrepreneurship guy. It is, frankly, a bad look.
Yeah, so first of all, you hate to see things like this. Hate to see things like this that happens. And every once in a while, this takes place. When an issue like this comes up.
If you're always answering yes when Claude asks you a question like this, you don't have to keep doing it this way. Instead, run Claude with...
Hold on, let me call him back. Okay, so just to recap the question, you've got $1 million coming to you from Goliath Ventures, and first of all, I'd like to know where that's money's going. Secondly, a lot of people got hurt by this. You are the number one voice of credibility in all of this, kind of putting this guy on, so to speak. I mean, what do you have to say to people who lost money? I mean, do you apologize to them? What can you do to make it right? All these questions.
Yeah, so look, all valid questions. This is, typically when we do sponsorship, if you know anything about me, Steven, I hate doing sponsorships. We stopped doing sponsorships on the podcast 2 years ago because of this exact reason. We literally stopped. It's probably cost us $15 to $20 million of sponsorship the last 2 years. The only place we've taken sponsorship money for, outside of the basic YouTube AdSense that you get, that you're accustomed to it as well, we do the events. So if I do a Vault conference, there's a moment for networking and people set up their booth. And so this guy came to the Vault conference for the last 4 years. And at the end of it, one of my reps comes up to me. I've never spoken to him. We've seen him at the event, typically with everybody else. And he says he wants to be the title sponsor. Okay, great. He goes through the whole thing. We go through the background that our legal team does. Obviously, we make reference calls. We call others to see what they can say about him. And we call people that we had known for 10 plus years.
Nobody flagged him. Nobody flagged the 4 to 5% a year or a month. I'm sorry.
No, it's a fair question. It's the most disappointing thing. Not one person that's done business with him flagged him. Okay. And so then we say, great, let's go through the sponsorship. Now, when you do sponsorship, you have to deliver on stuff. So meaning we have to set up the booth. We have to set up all these different place where people walk up to them, these 20 by 30, 30 by 30, 40 by 40 booth that you create for them, that they have an opportunity for people to go through. So we flew in. Typically when somebody becomes a sponsor, we fly in, we meet them in Vegas, and then we show them, or whatever hotel we're going to be at, and we'll say, hey, here's your location. You're the title sponsor. We're going to put it here. And then, their logo is going to be in different places, but it's not a endorsement. So it's not like I endorse. It's a sponsorship.
It does feel like an endorsement, though. You're
right. No, you're right. I agree. And by the way, again, we learn. So for us, we said we're going to do 2 what do you call it? The Vault Conference is brought to you by Goliath. Okay, so we did that a couple times because that was part of the title sponsor. By the way, we've changed our entire title sponsor stuff that we're doing, where if it's not like a Fortune, 2000 company, we don't even want to entertain it. Because sometimes the best way is to make sure other investors have vetted them. And listen, in this space, there's a lot of risk in any of the space you get into.
Right, but he's the title sponsor. This is just last year. This isn't like 5 years ago.
No, you're
and,
right.
And it was 3 endorsements. At one point it sounded like an ad read. You're like, the 3 pillars are this. It like read like ad copy the way you're reading it.
No, we never did endorsement. We said it's sponsored. And by the way, I'm just so you know, there's certain things I can't talk about. There's certain.
Hold on. We never did endorsement. No. Suck my left. Yeah, hold on. No. My son is gonna listen to this one day. You know what? Whatever. Hold on a second, dude. Let me pull something up. He said we never did endorse. First of all, hold on. If you're listening right now, you're definitely, a watcher of me. Dude, watch last night's live stream on the replay after this. It'll make a lot more sense. Or pause this and watch that and whatever you gotta do, but watch it all in context, dude. Dude, come on. Eat a ball. Eat a ball.
The title sponsor of this entire event is Goliath Ventures. Goliath Ventures, the global private equity firm focused. Fall Conference this year is brought to you by Goliath Ventures. The title sponsor of this entire event is Goliath Ventures. Founder Chris Delgado. We've spent a lot of time with these guys. They've come to Yankees games with us. They've been coming to Vol conferences for the last God knows how many years. Goliath Ventures, founded in 2019. Goliath Ventures, the global private equity firm focused on blockchain, founded by Chris Delgado. It's built on 3 pillars: technology, opportunity, and community. Built on 3 pillars: technology, opportunity, and community. You can go search them, Goliath Ventures. Inc.com to learn more about them. They'll be at the Vol Conference all over the place.
The Justice Department says the 34-year-old scammed investors out of $328 million through his company, Goliath Ventures.
And then let's go back to what Coffeezilla was saying. Dude, are you kidding me? Let that one up real quick. Moneyline's in here to Moneyline's in here to hate. Nice. Dude, that's so funny. Dude.
And at one point it sounded
Shout out to Moneyline, dude. I'm about to shout you out.
like an ad read. You're like, the 3 pillars are this. It like read like ad copy the way you're reading it.
No, we never did endorsement. We said it's sponsored. And by the way, I'm just so you know, there's certain things I can't talk about. There's certain things I can because we're cooperating with the federal authorities and we're having meetings with them. We're having conversations with them. All of this stuff will be public. We've learned a lot of things about
You've been subpoenaed, right? Like you have been subpoenaed, correct?
Of course, absolutely.
So are you going to turn the money over? That seems to be an important question.
That's the conversation we're in right now, and you will hear all about it when the decision is made.
Well, what decision? I feel like we could make a decision now and do a good thing,
Stephen, I know what you're doing. The part that you don't know about the way I do business, I don't avoid you. Meaning, if you and I did something together many years, I'm not a guy that's going to be sitting there running, avoiding. When we make mistakes, we'll call it out. When we do things that is right, great, we're celebrated. This is not one of the things that we're celebrating. We're not happy about this, and we're doing a lot of things behind closed doors. The part that I'll give you one part that I think it's important to know, and for your audience to know, the part that a lot of people they're concerned with, and I'm talking specifically the authorities, is the people that were working with them getting paid big money Those are the ones that they're targeting in a big way. We've not, like, this wasn't you know how sometimes you do certain crypto deals and it's like, hey, affiliate, you're going to get this much money
He's
for this
like,
affiliate.
no.
Zero. We didn't accept.
He's, you know, sometimes how you do crypto deals. Steven's like, no, I don't do that. I don't do that bullshit, man. Dude. PBD. PBD, 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 PBD.
Nothing like that. So there isn't, hey, we're going to pay you an additional, 10% on whatever that's done. Zero. We don't do business.
Right,
like
you
that.
got paid
That's
the
not our
million,
model.
but you got paid the million, right? And so,
But the $1 million has
and
hard
look,
costs, Steven. It's
I'm
not
not.
like the
I know
million
it
has a-
sounds like I'm trying to put you on the spot. I'm not. It just seems like you're gonna have to fork it over eventually for the receivership, anyways. Like so many people lost money. It seems like an
Yeah.
easy win, you know.
And that's the part where, I'm in right now. You gotta respect that part that I'm going with. I gave you the respect of getting on a call with you and giving you the information. The information will come out.
No, I appreciate it. So you're not sure whether you're paying the money back yet or not. You're
That's
just
not-
you're having
that's
those
not what I'm saying.
conversations.
But here's the other part that you also don't know. You don't know if we're doing other things with the conversations we're having with others. There's a lot of different things that we're doing that's not public. The only thing you know is the stuff that you're hearing.
Okay.
What we have to do right now is individually, as we're going through this, a matter of fact, I'll make a commitment to you. Once everything is finalized with this, you'll be the first phone call that I'll make to share with you, because over the years you've been fair to me and I respect the fact that we have this relationship. I think you do a very good job.
Do you guys believe that Patrick Bet David is gonna reach out to Coffeezilla first after this is all over? I don't believe that. Obviously, because I have a brain, but we'll see.
This was definitely not a good look. We're not happy
Look at
about
him.
this ourselves.
Neither does he, because he has a brain too. Obviously, he's being sarcastic as fuck.
I take 100% of responsibility as the face of this company, and we have to get better next time. We just do.
Right. So obviously y'all are about to run the Vault conference again. You know, it might be a reasonable concern. You know,
And
people.
guess what? You want to know something? We're about to run the Vault conference again, and we don't have a title sponsor for this exact reason.
Because because you were worried about it, or nobody coughed up the million.
No, not because we don't have people that don't want to be titled.
Okay.
Not because we don't have people that don't want to be titled. Because as you run
What?
a company and you go through building a business, one of my previous companies you and I talked about, I sold it 4 years ago. You're going to make a lot of business as an operator. You have to make adjustments and improve. You just do. And so for us, as we sat there with our team and our executive team, we said, what do we need to do for this not to happen again? Well, guess what? The criteria of becoming a title sponsor just became more difficult. And so it's not something that we spend a lot of money on this event. This is not like an event that we do that is a small event. There's a lot of hard costs for the event. But it changed the guidelines. It changed the guidelines on who we're going with, and we'll entertain different levels of sponsors. But even right now, the lowest level of sponsorship, we're declining. I would say 50% of people that are wanting to become sponsors.
Okay.
we're
So
not
so you're adjusting the sponsorship guidelines after
We
this
have-
kind of
we don't have a
debacle.
choice. Absolutely.
So you're thinking about the 1 million, you know, maybe not. You said you're having some other
That's not what I'm
conversations.
saying to you.
What
I'm
about
saying to you.
what about an apology? I know it's usually not that you're not the type, but I think, you know, given the context, you're the biggest name. I mean, like, I cannot overstate this guy. I talked to a lot of the victims in this case. You know, a lot of people, they come in, they see a big name like yours. It's just immediate trust, right? They say, "Hey, it's Patrick Bet David.
no shit.
I
mean-
know that guy.
Dude, I mean, if you see the name Patrick Bet David and you think trust, you're already fucked. You're already fucked. Patrick Bet David is an MLM guy. Come on, dude. People are so stupid. Dude, I refuse to believe. Man, do I know more than the general public? Is that Is that a thing? Is that a universe I exist in? Dude, PBD is a known con artist. Michael Saylor is a known con artist. Anything in your face is a lie. Anything you didn't pay for that's in your face for free. Like, there's nothing for free. There's nothing trying to help you for free. Someone's always taxing you. If you think you're getting something for free, you're not. You're getting taxed. Unless you really feel it in your heart in a moment and someone's really doing something for you. That's the only time something's free is from the heart. But nothing's free for real. Anyway, let's continue.
He wouldn't be at the Yankee Stadium with this guy if it was nothing. He wouldn't be the Vault title conference, guy. So, to those people, to the people who may have invested because they saw your name attached, what do you have to say to them?
Yeah, and again, fair question. This is what I'll tell you. When you and I...
This is what I'll tell you. Fair question. This is what I'll tell you. Not here's the answer. This is what I'll tell you.
become investors.
Con Artist 101. This is what I'll tell you. Not here's the answer. This is what I'll tell you.
And I'll call a guy that's a guy I respect a lot. He's a billionaire. And he's done a lot of deals. And he'll introduce me to a deal. And I'll get into it and I'll put whatever, $5 million, $2 million, $500,000, $100,000. It doesn't go right. I'm the risk taker. Okay? I'm the risk taker that chose to invest into that deal. The onus is with me, the individual that chose to take the risk. So I took the risk of accepting this guy as the title sponsor. At that time, we didn't find anything. For me to apologize, it's apologizing for a mistake he made? No. What could we have done to find something else? There was nothing else to find what the guy was doing.
The whole pitch of Goliath was 3 to 5% a month. That's just unsustainable. You know that. I know that. Like, everybody knows 3 to 5% a month. That doesn't happen.
There are quite a few guys in the space that do that in a way that's worked for them, that are slightly more conservative. But again, for us, when we're sitting down...
Who though? Who? I don't even know.
Who?
No, I don't think that's true. I have to push back on that.
Not at a 3 to 5%, but this is not an abnormal model.
It's totally no. The pitch he was making was abnormal. When you actually looked at the pitch he was making, it was completely abnormal. It was not a normal hedge fund.
If you let me finish, I'll tell you my perspective.
Yeah.
This form is not abnormal. The numbers he chose was abnormal. I think the more now we think about it, what this guy was relying on is the following. This is my speculation, and you can take an angle with it or not. I think this guy was hoping that Bitcoin was going to go to $250,000 and he was going to get away with it, and it didn't. And it ended up,
Dude, he doesn't know what he's talking about.
Him in the situation he is right now for $328 million. This guy's going to be facing, many, many years of prison time. This is not a small little crime that he committed. So for us, if I were to tell you, hey, my guys knew and we investigated this and we knew everything about him and we did, I would apologize. We did not know. I
don't think you're apologizing because you knew. I think you're apologizing for not doing the due diligence that someone of your stature.
I've already told you, Stephen, as a leader, the way I have gotten to where I'm at in my life
As a leader, the way I've gotten as a leader
right now is as a leader. I take responsibility for the decisions we've made, and we have to get better when it comes down to this. So we've made the adjustment ourselves as a company, and we've had many conversations with many of the people. And trust me, it's been a lot of late night calls with a lot of different people as they're going through this. This is not a pretty situation, but there is nothing we could have done on our end. If this would have happened, let's just say this happens a week before the vault, a day before the vault, a month before the vault. we're not even going through with this. But it happened months after the vault. And there wasn't anything that we could have looked at to say this was an issue. Again, remember, the part
I think you could have looked at his pitch deck. Hold on, I just want to go back a second. There's a few things you said. I don't want to go too far without addressing a few. So you said, look, I think he was betting on Bitcoin going up. I mean, that's not true. He was just taking in wires to Coinbase. Well, I'll tell you. Yeah, I can tell you because I looked into it. So he was just taking in money to Coinbase and just paying out people. All his story about liquidity pools, all that wasn't true. It was just a straight up Ponzi scheme. You said, there's, one thing you said is, look, I'm a leader. I have to own up to my mistakes. Sometimes owning up to your mistakes is just apologizing. Again, it's not a gotcha. I really want to give you the platform because this is the first time you're addressing it to just say, hey, look, I'm not saying that you knew that it was a Ponzi scheme. It was the returns were completely unrealistic. You said that yourself. I mean, if someone can't rely on you to do that due diligence, it's just kind of like you're kind of saying you messed up without saying it, though.
That's an unfair statement to make, but you're doing your part and you're asking me the questions, and I'm giving you my answer, and this is my answer to you.
Right.
Again. If I knew any of this stuff before, of course I have to apologize. If we knew any, and by the way, what's $1 million? Nothing to us.
So why not commit it though? But why not commit it back to the people who lost money?
Let me make my point. What I mean by this, the $1 million is spent for an event. If we knew a second before the event,
you know what I think. You know what I think is happening. I think maybe the perception of what these guys have is way more than what we think. I think these guys are way broker than we think. I think they have normal ass lives. They're not rich. It's all a pony show by their advertisers. Oh boy. And it's all getting exposed. And guess what? There is a new renaissance for organic creators like you or me or Steven who do good work. And let's just check this out. Let's check out the rest of this shit.
this is what's going on. Of course we're taking a different position. But we didn't know, Steven. It's that simple.
So it sounds to me, though, like you're like, hey, look, we spent the money on the event. Too bad, so sad to the people who lost all their money.
That's not what I'm saying. No, I sympathize with everybody. I've lost money. I don't get to where I'm at without having lost money many
Did you lose money with Chris Delgado?
I didn't invest to lose money. None. And by the way, Steven, remember this part as well. This is very important for you to share with your audience. Valuetainment got started since 2013. Okay, it's very important for you to know this. From 2013 till today, talk about, we run a consulting firm. I have different companies that I'm running under my holding company. The Vault Conference, speaking fees that I get, everything that we do. How much money you think has gone in my personal pocket? Meaning, how much money you think every year I've taken off the table or I pay myself?
No one gives a fuck who. No one cares. No one cares how much money went in your pocket. No one cares, PBD. Does anyone care how much money went in my pocket? 0, by the way. But that's not important. But that's who cares? Just live your life. Do what you're doing.
A salary from all my holding companies outside of the insurance company that I sold. What do you think the number is?
I don't see how this is relevant. You and I both know the way you structure your wealth for tax purposes is a wide variety of ways. So if you tell me it's $0, then it doesn't really
question. And I'm giving you the argument for this for you to know because you said something. And I'm defending that
because you said something, and I'm defending the
position. Here's the position. Every year, no matter how much money the company makes, I've chosen to not take any money off the table. meaning none of this money comes back in my pocket. 100% of the money is reinvested in what we're doing. I don't take an income. So
That's-
it's not like I know to the public it seems like this is, well, you make the money. I didn't make the money. The money's in the business.
Yeah, but you own the business, though. You own the business, which has the money. But you and I both know. Look, I have an S corp as well, Patrick, and I can play this game. Oh, I took X. I didn't choose to take this from the business. A lot of those are just accounting structural reasons, or hey, you're reinvesting it in the business because
Shout out to RM Tutoring Services.
you expect to make more in the future.
Profits off the table.
To me,
Every year, and most people pay them.
to me,
We reinvest.
you gotta get to the point of, look, ultimately, the money that was paid to you. This is the critical thing that I just want to kind of ask you very directly about. The money that was paid to you was not Chris's money. Okay, if it was Chris's money, I would understand. It was other people's
And so remember
money.
I told you this at the beginning, Steve.
He had stolen the money. It's stolen money you have, or your business,
Steve.
David Consulting has.
There's a part of this that I shared with you respectfully. I said, I have to go through certain conversations I'm having with them, and you're jumping the gun. And I said to you, there are certain things I cannot talk to you about.
Dude, why are you talking in public if you can't talk about this? PBD, just shut the fuck up then. Why reach out? Why talk to Coffeezilla if you can't talk about certain shit? Just shut the fuck up. Your lawyer, dude, I guarantee you his lawyer is just like, dude, PBD, I told you not to. PBD thinks he's being smart, but you would think. Here's what's happening. Here's exactly what's happening. We're thinking. Here's on the mass scale. Here's what's happening. I'm looking at it from a bird's eye view. On a mass scale, we're thinking PBD can't be this stupid. He's got to be talking in public for some good reason. But no, he's just as stupid as all the other con men. He's talking to the public without his lawyer's consent. He should have just shut the fuck up until this blew over. What a dumbass. That's what these criminals, these guilty criminals, these dumb fucks do. They just talk and talk and talk. He's just like SBF, just spilling the beans. Just blasity, blasity, blah. Just shut the fuck up. PBD. Oh, not to be vulgar, I'm sorry. But it's just so dumb that these guys just do the same dumb shit. They keep talking to the internet investigate. Just shut up. Let your lawyer handle your. Dude, these guys are so stupid. Narcissists are so dumb. Narcissists are so dumb. All right, let's continue the video.
This is one of them. The moment we get through where we're at, you're the first phone call we're making.
I'd love to be.
To address the one question to you.
Yeah.
If we knew any information before, I wouldn't hesitate to apologize. But we didn't.
But your due diligence failed, and you recognize that.
Dude, Discover is gonna come out. It doesn't matter what he's saying right now. Discover is gonna come out. He's gonna make excuse. It just, no matter what happens, guilty, whatever, public image, he's gonna try to. It doesn't even matter, man. Just watch out for the campaign. The campaign's moving forward.
That's what you would apologize for. I'm not saying you're apologizing for knowing it's a Ponzi
I
scheme.
will gladly, I've already said to you, I man up on the mistake that we have to do a better job with due diligence.
Right, but you're manning up on the mistake. You're manning up on, hey, we got to do better. But you're stopping short of saying, hey, I apologize for not doing better before.
You're fairly a reasonable guy.
Yeah.
Do you think if I found anything, do you think this is worth it to me? to go through this? Do you think it's worth it to me to have Steven on Coffeezilla make a video and I'm getting video saying, hey, what charity do you have that you're getting? You think it's worth it for me to do this? You think the juice is worth it? Like, you think if I knew this is who this guy was, I would have done this? What do you, Steven, respectfully, your opinion. Do you think if I knew this guy was fraud, I'd take the money from him? Your opinion.
I think there were insufficient like checks on this, and you agree with that.
The question, though, you're right, they did. Now I know.
Yeah.
What I'm asking you is the question, and see if you can. At least I've been fair with you. See if you can be fair with me.
Sure.
Do you really think if I knew this guy is a criminal, I would have taken a penny from the guy? Give me the credit there at least.
Oh, sorry.
Do you think it?
Sorry. Sorry. My alarm just went off. Sorry about that. No, I don't. Like, I don't think that if you. I never said I thought you knew. I said, look, you promoted a guy multiple times. Turns out to run a Ponzi scheme. I'd be so, and I sense you have some, kind of like embarrassment. You don't like it, but I just don't understand why it's stopping short of, hey, it just seems like the full mea culpa is not there, and I just don't really understand why. It just seems like, hey, this is the platform to address it. Kind of just, it seems like you have plenty of money. Your company has plenty of money.
I already did address it with you. Yeah, this is going to end up costing me more than $1 million, just so you know that. Like, this is not going to, I'm not winning here in any way. Okay, because of that reason of last year, I can't even take any responsibility.
I'm not gonna win it anyway. Me. I, dude. He doesn't realize how many hundreds of lives were ruined with this Ponzi scheme. Me. I, me. My. Marketing. My, me. These guys are just. Man, I don't understand how people can hate on people like Coffeezilla who take down guys like this. Like, just fucking nasty, just poison mushrooms on society. People like PBD.
Sponsorship money for title this year. So imagine how much it's cost me to take that guy last year and hire lawyers this year. This has not made my life any better. In no way. It's just become a lot of noise. And I don't like noise. So if
It's become a lot of noise. And I don't like noise, dude. Dude, my son plays the drums. He's 4 years old. I fucking love that noise. It's the best. Dude, PBD is literally the devil incarnate. Dude, Patrick Bet David is the devil, man.
I think we should put it to bed. I think I think you should. I think there's a very clear path to putting this whole thing to bed, saying, hey, look, I've improved my policies going forward. We're going to make it tougher to be a title sponsor. I paid back the.
That doesn't even matter. I think even Coffeezilla knows he's just like playing for the camera, but that doesn't even matter.
Money, and I'm sorry to the people who invested. I mean, I feel it's kind of silly because I feel like
Coffee knows he's not gonna get what he wants. He knows. He just wants the content. He knows he's not gonna get what he wants. Once he realized it, he's like, okay. Once he realized he knew he wasn't gonna get what he's like, you know what? Let me just. All right. If this is the character he's gonna play, if he's gonna be the heel, all right, fuck it. I'll be the baby face.
in some ways I'm advocating for your fans who might have been there and invested. Really, it's not I don't think it was probably a lot of the people who watch me that probably were invested. I think it's your fans. That's kind of why I'm surprised the pushback.
And I appreciate that. Trust me, nobody cares about my fans more than I do. And I'm telling my fans that
bullshit.
Trust me, the people who don't.
I'm telling my fans that trust me.
There's nothing I can do about them. But the people that have been
advocating for your fans who might have been there and invested. Really, it's not I don't think it was probably a lot of the people who watch me that probably were invested. I think it's your fans. That's kind of why I'm surprised the pushback.
And I appreciate that. Trust me, nobody cares about my fans more than I do. And I'm telling my fans that, trust me, the people who don't, there's nothing I can do about them. But the people that have been with us for year after year after year, if they know why they keep coming back, is people trust us, the way we make decisions. If we knew anything a day before that this was going to happen,
Anything a day before. He's so specific.
I would have never taken this money, ever. And if I did, I would have, of course, apologized. But for me to apologize means I knew who he was and I did this. No.
Or you failed to do the due diligence.
We did the due diligence. The due diligence didn't show up any red flag for us to see.
Their business model made no sense. I mean, look. I'll be honest. Hey, let me be transparent about my backstory with this whole case, because maybe you did.
The only thing I will tell you is I can continue this conversation. I literally just landed. I'm in my 3-piece suit. If you want to FaceTime me, sitting by the water. My kids are waiting for me to go in. It's my daughter's 10-year-old birthday yesterday, and I'm on the phone with you. So if you can keep it to 5 minutes, I'll go 5 minutes with you, and then please.
Yeah. 5 minutes. Five minutes is fine.
Go ahead.
No,
This guy's acting like he's fucking Michael Jackson or some shit. Dude, you're not Michael Jackson. No one gives a fuck. Dude. Here. I'm gonna leave his child's birthday out of this. But come on, man. You're not Michael Jackson. Chill, dude.
I'll just give you some backstory on this case, okay? So I got sent this case by somebody. It was very quick to understand, that this was a ridiculous Ponzi scheme, okay? This wasn't a complicated fraud. As soon as I got his marketing information, as soon as I got a hold of the pitch, it was very clear what they were doing. So that's why that part of it's failing for me. As far as you're saying, look,
You can have that opinion. And by the way, maybe next time we send a message to you and you bill me, so I don't have to deal with something like this. You think I want to deal with something? If you have this service, for me, I would send every one of my.
I think it's going to be $1 million. I think it's going to be $1 million. I'm joking. Look.
You're so funny.
No, so listen.
You're so funny.
To wrap, look, I think you've addressed it in the way you
Fucking book club energy. Book club energy.
want to address it. Final thoughts to you, Patrick. Looking back on this whole thing, I don't imagine you'll address it many more times. So last opportunity to say what you want to say about Chris Delgado and, its impact on you.
It's listen. It's so disappointing to say the least. Very disappointing to say the least. You would have thought this guy's doing the right thing and put us in a situation like this that we have to explain ourselves. And in life, I try to set the example for my kids to never put yourself in a situation that you have to explain a bad decision you made. Do it more on the front end. And all we're doing right now is find a way for this to never happen again. And by the way, again, it's important for you to know this, Stephen. You're a guy that does proper due diligence. Go back and watch my last 2 years of podcasts. I don't know how long it's been. Maybe it's a little over 2 years. We've not taken a penny on sponsorship for 2 years on our podcast because this is exactly what I didn't want to deal with. Remember when, what is the SPF thing that happened with?
FTX.
Oh, FTX. Yeah, when the FTX thing happened and everybody was like, oh, he took 15 million. Oh, he took 3.5 million. Oh, he took this. I went to my guys. I said, guys, I don't want sponsorship money. And so our strategy changed where we said, we're going to do sponsorship of products that we run because I'll take responsibility for product that I'm running because I'm the CEO.
Okay, quick question there, though, because I'm looking at your show right now. It says Kalshi on your thing, the sports betting, they do prediction markets, Kalshi/PBD. Are you guys partnered with them, and what's that about?
Well, remember, Kalshi is not my, title sponsor. They're a platinum sponsor for the Vol Conference. And remember what I told you. We said we're going Fortune 1000, Fortune 2000. I don't have a problem going with companies that have names, but I'm not going to go with companies that are not names. And Kalshi happens to be a company.
Okay, I was just misunderstanding it because you said you didn't do sponsors on your show.
No. Kalshi is a vault sponsor that a part of it is the podcast. So if you come to the conference, you would see a massive booth for them.
Okay.
Because they're one of the platinum sponsors.
Okay.
And also remember the rule. There have to be an established company. They're an $11 billion company that's a well-known company out there in the marketplace. And me having a podcast that I'm always talking about politics, and we talk.
Are you into the gambling stuff? I mean, I don't want to go too long, but are you into the gambling? You push that now, or
I'm not? If you know my profile, I'm not a gambler. I'm not a guy that gambles. But
Okay.
These odds nowadays, they tell you more insight. You know, nowadays these poly markets and Kalshis are more effective than polls.
Well, you know, like 85% of their betting is sports gambling. You know that.
85% of their betting is
Their volume. Sorry.
It's a form of a betting, but for us, it's more for the political side. It's more on the political side where you know they do. These companies are now doing stuff with CNN, with Fox, with others because it's politics. Everyone's, well, who do you think's going to win? We like I said to you, we don't look at polls anymore. Anyway, Stephen.
Okay, thank you. I appreciate you, Patrick. Listen, you got on this on short notice.
Dude.
You appreciate it. Thank you very much. Okay, bye-bye.
Take care. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.
Yeah, PBD on the beat. Let's talk about that money, what you keep. $1 million question, ain't it sweet? Valuetainment on the screen, looking so clean. Building up the brand, living out the dream. Then a name drops, Chris Delgado on the scene. Goliath Ventures, man, you know what that means. Ponzi money flowing cash in a bad stream. Tainted dollars making people wanna scream. $1 million, not a small fee. Got the victims asking what about me? Eyes on you, Pat, what's it gonna be? Oh, PBD, where the money at? Gotta give it back, just like that. Is it moral compromise or just a legal trap? Oh, PBD, we're all watching where you're at. Integrity, you preach the business code. Tell us how to hustle, how to carry the load. But that dirty money's a heavy, heavy road. Silence in the comments, the story's being told. Is that a guilty conscience or a heart that's turned to cold? Future looks expensive and the truth is getting old. $1 million, not a small fee. Got the victims asking what about me? Eyes on you, Pat, what's it gonna be?